Hello, 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 chat. Hope we're all having a fantastic, wonderful, amazing day. We're gonna play some Mario today. I believe we are at 11 exits out of 21 on this beautiful, beautiful Mario hack. If I recall, last time we were playing, we kind of went down like a side path, which wasn't something I was expecting. I wasn't expecting this game, this hack to have like a whole separate path like that. And I was quite enjoying myself last time. I was having a real good time. But let's get right into it. Let's get right into it with Rockfall Academy. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Oh, this level. Okay, I'm remembering this level. This level has some very tricky air movement stuff. So it's gonna probably kick my ass for a little bit. Because of the way you have to juke. The way you have to juke the platforms there. Nope. Even after... Okay, so it wasn't a fluke last time that I felt like I needed to spin jump there. That's just my instinct for some reason. But y'all, we got a big stream coming up on Wednesday. The end of Elden Ring. Finally, truthfully, the real end, not the fake end like it was last time. So that's gonna be well, that might be a terrible time. I'm hoping it's gonna be a good time, but that'll be almost a year worth of streams coming to an end. So that'll be a little bit sad. End of an era, yeah. Did I watch any of Fusion? If you're talking about the Rivals event that happened this weekend, yeah, I did watch a little bit of it. I didn't catch top 8 or whatever, but I watched some of the they were calling it cruise. Some of the cruise matches, and that was fun. But I don't really get why they call that game mode cruise when it's not cruise. It was one person playing against one other person. It's not really like a crew. But I did watch some of that, and that was quite fun. Cake Assault almost lost pretty early on, which would have been interesting to see. But the game changes quite a lot when you have to play one stock of 3 different characters instead of just getting to choose your main. Quit spin jumping there. I don't know why my gut instinct is to just spin. But yeah, I caught some at Fusion, and it was interesting. It was fun. I'm real excited for when this Big Rivals 2 update comes out with items. I don't expect it's gonna like reignite my desire to like grind the game, but it might be nice to like put some time into the... Oop. Are you gonna shoot your thing, please? Okay. Might be nice to reignite... I have to spin jump there. At least for like a week or two, like, just, you know, getting some Rivals 2 sessions again. You hope it does? Spin jumping there. I don't know why I'm spin jumping there. But yeah. I can't control the future. But my opinion is that it's probably we're probably going to want to play Rivals a few times after that patch. I've been in the mood for that sort of game more lately, so we need to take advantage of that. Speaking of being in the mood, though, I've been thinking about this for like, I've been thinking about it since the Elden Ring DLC started, right? But I still don't have a clue what I actually want to play as my next long-term playthrough. I was talking to Noble earlier, right? And I was lamenting the idea that, like, man, I wish I had... fuck me. I wish I had never played Tears of the Kingdom on my own, because that would have been like a really nice game to play on stream for the first time. Because of the way I played it, I restricted myself to no fast travel and just sort of had to bullshit my way through the game. And that was fun. But going back and doing that again really wouldn't be that interesting. That's a one-time only kind of playthrough. But it's not like I have a rush. I've got a few other little games to play before we have to decide on what the next big one is. So, you know, I'm not gonna panic about it. I'm just gonna try to have some fun, enjoy myself, and not get too worked up over it. You have to really do that jump right away there. Really? That's touching the spike? Absolute bastard of a game. And that didn't touch the magic. You know what game I think is really not a fun or interesting stream game that I've been seeing a lot of people play? Y'all, what the hell's up with this Crimson Desert game? And why are people playing it? Because it looks... I watched about an hour of Stir play it before stream, right? He's probably still streaming it right this moment, right? Just to see, like, what the deal is, why everybody's talking about this game, and it's just genuinely... I was so bored. Through no fault of Stir, right? He's an interesting streamer, he's a funny guy. But like the game itself was just so nothing. Just like there was nothing happening. Hello. But yeah, there was just nothing fucking happening. Nothing at all happening. Quit spin jumping there, please. Stop doing that. And I don't get the appeal. At some point, Stir said something along the lines of, I wish I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 right now instead. Because at least if I was playing that, there would be things that were happening, and I was just like, damn. So it's not just a matter of, like, he's enjoying himself, but it's not good stream content. He just, like, straight up... Maybe the game's just straight up not that interesting, you know? Where is that link emote from? That's a really nice one. Dash GMR. Don't know who that is, but that's a really nice link emote. Damn it. I pressed the spin jump button too early the second time. I'm trying my best to like maximize the height that I get there. And to just go as quickly as possible, but like these stones are weird because you have to trigger them at specific heights. Do I need to go immediately there, or can I wait? It looks like I could wait, like I could stall out, jump back over here, and then swing back over, but I don't know. Both times that I've gotten to that point, I've just sort of like immediately tried to do it, but with bad timing. But yeah, usually with a game that like people are streaming, like a game that everyone is streaming, I can see what the appeal is, and maybe it's just not for me, right? But with Crimson Desert, I just don't. Well, I don't get it. Quit jumping there. Quit normal jumping there. It looks like it's an open world with like nothing in it. And I don't mean the same kind of nothing in it that a lot of open worlds have, where it's like, oh, well, you're making your own fun. It just seems like the type of open world where it's like, there is nothing in it, and there's also like no way to just make your own fun. Right? It's not like a Breath of the Wild, where it's like, no, the fun is like this crazy stuff you get up to. Okay, I can probably do that there, but I have the timing. I should just go. I should just big bounce off of the magic immediately and just go for it. But yeah, I can't help but compare a lot of these big empty open worlds, right, to like Zelda games, either the big open world Zelda games that we have now, or the ones that came before, right, like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. Oh my lord, did he just actually get rid of the checkpoint? He just actually got rid of the checkpoint. What a dickhead. Right, but yeah, I can't help but compare all these big empty open world games to games like the Wind Waker, where at least, yeah, it's a big empty sea a lot of the time, but at least the islands were fun. At least the islands are interesting. At least there's stuff going on there. Oh, I jumped right into that. Okay. Right. At least going and getting a bow and arrow or a boomerang or a grappling hook is like fun, whereas, I don't know, Crimson Desert, what I've seen of it doesn't have any of that. And at the very least, it's an incredibly divisive game. I have seen as many people praising it as I have hating on it, or saying that it's awful. Stuff like that does make me wonder, though, if I'll ever get to a point in my streaming quote-unquote career where I'm like, yeah, no, I need to play the next big thing. I need to jump on this trend. You hope not? I hope not as well, because that would mean that, like, it would mean one of two things. Either I'd run out of ideas of, like, what I want to stream, or I'm at a point where, like, I am prioritizing viewer numbers over viewer, like, engagement, right? Or just having fun. And that is a very quick way to burn out. The new game streamers are pretty unenjoyable to watch. Yeah, my preference when it comes to streams is people playing the things that they like, and then like occasionally trying new stuff on stream because they're genuinely interested in it. Not because, oh my gosh, Dragon Age Inquisition just came out. I gotta get the big numbers. Okay, what the fuck are you supposed to do there? I can't immediately jump to that. I am an old school viewer though. I realize like my habits and the way I watch streams very much stems from the fact that I was around when Twitch first came into being, right? And that's just how everyone used to be. Fuck me, I got clipped by the side. Maybe it's just teasing you with a checkpoint. It's possible. It is very possible that that's what's happening. My brain could not resist. I couldn't resist just doing the wrong jump there. I was actively thinking about it. I was like, I need to do the right jump here. And then my brain said, okay, which one's the right one? That sort of like cruel, sick joke that your brain does on you sometimes, where it's like, it just swaps things around for no reason, you know? No, it was too slow. You know, y'all, sometimes I think I don't do enough to like improve my stream. From like just like a everyday perspective, you know, sometimes I think like, oh, I could, you know, be putting out highlight reels, I could be doing XYZ thing, right? But then I remember that like I'm doing this because I enjoy it, and if those things aren't in the moment things that I enjoy, I just shouldn't do them. It shouldn't matter to me. I see a lot of people out there, they start this hobby treating it like it's a job. Okay, there's a second checkpoint right there. A real checkpoint, hopefully. But yeah, a lot of people start this hobby out and treat it like it's a job, and then very quickly get burnt out. Or like they plateau. And I mean, obviously, I've also plateaued in some ways, right? But I'm not burnt out. I'm having a good time. I look forward to every stream. Now, sometimes I do, like, I am too tired to continue streaming, right? Like, I'll miss a day, or even multiple days. But it's never because I'm burnt out on the entire idea of streaming. It's usually just because I'm having like a bad day or whatever. But that just brings me to the hobby, or to the idea that, like, so many people treat their hobbies like second jobs. So many people treat their hobbies like second jobs. It's absurd. And I'm glad that that idea was never really, like, instilled in me. And I don't even think it's something people are consciously aware of, right? I think a lot of people just do it because, well, of course. If there's, like, an avenue for me to make money making candles, why wouldn't I? And it's like, well, because it ruins the fun of it. I think there's a lot of that in certain spaces, especially crafting spaces. You know? A lot of people in crafting spaces... Oh shit. Oh, that's gonna be rough. They'll start crocheting or whatever, you know, crocheting, making candles, making soaps. That's what my roommate does. She makes soaps, right? And then they'll be like, well, I saw this artisan soap online that someone was selling for $6 a bar. And well, I could sell my soap for $6 a bar. Why not? But the trap there is that once you start doing something like that for money, right? It no longer becomes this relaxing thing that you just do because you're having a good time. Where like 90% of the time you're having a good time and maybe 10% of the time you're dealing with like nonsense. It all becomes about like, okay, 10% of the time I'm actually going to be making soap. 90% of the time I'm going to be managing the website or putting listings online or packing, packing shipments, right? It becomes all about the money, exactly. Because there's no other way for it to exist. Business, unfortunately, takes over everything. So once you turn something into a business, it's gonna take all of your energy. I've seen a lot of people I know burn out on a hobby that they were enjoying because they just started treating it like they had to be doing it seriously. They had to be trying their absolute best at all times and putting all their energy into performing. Oh, fuck me. I thought he was gonna throw another magic there, but he didn't. That one's cutting it close. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do there, I'm going to need to run off of this immediately, go over here, probably jump on this, and then spin on his magic. Or possibly just jump over him and then he'll throw magic when I'm towards his right. I don't know. Oops, spin jump, spin jump. Nope, not what you're supposed to do. El bozo. El bozo. Why do I keep... I know why I keep doing that. It's because I'm not looking forward. I'm not looking ahead. I'm just reacting to what I'm seeing. And my reaction there, my gut reaction is that I want to jump to the right. Damn it. Damn it. Again, damn it, I didn't think I was gonna hit that. Really? Apparently I fall faster than they do. But like just barely. Okay, so that's all about like knowing the exact distance that will activate them and then stopping there. It's not about turning back. Because you don't have enough airtime or space there to go back. I just forgot to hit record for that thing. I forgot to hit record for the thing that I haven't done in months. Going back on the topic of like improving the stream, right? And working on stream stuff. I have so many shorts, y'all, that I just haven't edited and uploaded. And I have no clue why. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I supposed to do there? Actually, okay. So, saying I have no clue why is maybe a little bit of a lie. I know why. It's because, like, anytime I set aside to be like, yeah, I'm gonna edit stuff, you know, render VODs and whatnot, I just end up thinking to myself, why not do something else? And then I end up doing something else. And I know what the issue is. It's not a matter of like I don't find the process of editing them together and then uploading them interesting. It's a matter of the fact that I just don't have anything streamlined, so it just takes an inordinate amount of time to do anything. Right? Rendering a VOD and uploading a VOD takes me so much longer than it should. It should take, I mean, not accounting for the rendering time, it should take like a couple of minutes. But then I sit in the program for like, I don't know, 30 minutes or whatever each time it takes, each time for like a single VOD. What in the fuck? That section there is a bit nutso. But doing that. But yeah, I need to find a way to streamline some things so that I can work on some stuff, you know? Because like, I don't absolutely need to grow the stream, right? I'm content where I am with just a few viewers that are actively or typically actively engaged, right? And just playing the games that I like and that some people want to watch. But I mean, it's almost like it feels like there's no point for me not to try and like, you know, grow the stream. It's not a large amount of effort. How in the fuck? No, I stall on that again. What I'm thinking is that I have to avoid this and then land. But actually, I need to just bounce on it again here, and then I can land on this and land on that. And then possibly maybe catch back up to it. That's what I'm worried about there. I'm worried about not being able to, like, stay caught up with that. But yeah, streaming has been been doing it for like a year and a month now, a year and 2 months, something like that. And it's been a great time, but I haven't stuck true to what I told myself early on, which was that like I would spend at least one day a week trying my best to like work on things to improve the stream. Which is why part of the reason why I did what I did today, which is create a template for stream schedule stuff. And I'll show that off in between, like, this pack and swapping to Mega Man, and also at the end of the stream. But I did already post. I'm going to be posting a stream schedule now, right? It's going to be a rough stream schedule. It's not really going to change how I stream or when I stream, right? But it will just let people know that couldn't tune into the last stream or weren't around when I was talking about it. We'll just let people know that, like, hey, this is what my plan for the week is, right? Oh, fuck me, I touched the fucking fence. But yeah, part of the reason I made that is because I was just like, I need to get back into the flow of, like, making things. Because making things, whether it's for stream or just for something else, is actually something I really enjoy doing. Just dicking around in a photo editor and slapping some stuff together. I don't think any of the things that I have ever made, aside from one particular thing, have ever been particularly, like, amazing looking or nice. But it is a way that I get to express myself and my artistic eye. I fucking hate that. I hate that I just said that. Anyway, all of this is to say, there will be a very loose schedule posted at the beginning of the week from this point forward, and I made it in such a way that it does not take me any time, or hardly any time at all, to, like, update the schedule and to post it. Right? Like, I didn't just make a one-time schedule that I'm gonna have to remake every time. I made a template so that I could quickly update the template. Oh, I thought you were gonna aim down, you bastard. Right? At most, it'll maybe take me, like, 2 minutes to update the template for, like, next week. So I kind of just need to figure out how to do that, or, like, uploading VODs and editing shorts. What frustrates me about the fact that I gave up on the shorts is the fact that I did actually have... Some of my shorts had some traction to them. They had a few thousand views. Right? But then I just stopped. For whatever reason, I just stopped. Oh, okay, well, I just explained the reason. The reason is because it was taking more time than I would have liked, and I didn't have a process streamlined for it. But at the time, I didn't realize that was why I stopped. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Wow. Wow. I wonder if that's, like, the end of the level. That's a really, really cool way to do that. I thought what was going to happen there was that at some point I was going to have a long stretch to get P-speed on, and I was going to have to jump on it again, but it having to destroy a block there is very cool. Damn it. I was a little slow on the pickup there. Oh, ran right into it. One of the things that I found difficult about streaming that I did not realize was going to be so difficult was just like, in my brain, things are very simple, and I can just sort of, I can explain myself very easily and very simply in my mind, but then as soon as words get involved, right, it's difficult to actually convey what you mean. And likewise, what the hell? Likewise, it's also very difficult to actually just do the things you say you're going to do, you know? Me saying I'm going to stream Mario for 2 hours every Monday at noon. It felt incredibly doable for like the first 4 months. And then I miss one Monday, or I'm late one Monday, and then it all comes crashing down. You know? Or like maybe not even it all just comes crashing down, but we're like, I missed a jump, right? My schedule changes, or I have one really busy week, right? And then suddenly everything's flipped on its head, and like, here I am now, a year later, and like the idea of streaming at particular times on particular days is just totally like, no, that's never happening. I'll still do my best to maintain a somewhat regular schedule, right? Like recently I've been trying to go live around 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern time, right? And maintain that sort of timing. But I'm giving myself a lot more leeway recently than what I did initially. Because initially Mondays was early, because quite frankly, that's just a time that worked for me at the time, and I saw that like not a lot of other people played Kaizo at around that time. And I thought, maybe I'll fill a gap. Okay. What? I'm confused by this. Can I just shell jump this right here? I'm confused. Is this gonna kill me? I think that's gonna kill me. I don't know if that's what I was supposed to do, but it worked. So okay, moving on. But yes, a lot of things have changed in my life in the last few months. Oh no, it's one of these types of levels. So like, that's why the stream schedule stuff, as far as like, I don't even know what, the stream timing stuff, that's why timings have changed so much recently. And it went from like, oh, I'm streaming at these times on these days, typically, to like, I don't know what time I'm streaming, I'll figure it out. Okay. This level is going to take some timing. Okay. I need to be faster about that, I think. Yeah, just like that. Nope, but you need to just chill just a little bit. I don't know if this song is a Donkey Kong song, but it sounds like a Donkey Kong song, and it's really nice. Trying to regrab there, but failing. Trying not to bounce properly there, like... Please go back. Please go back. Thank you. Go now. Oh, dude, that's fucked. Oh, no. That feels... I'm scared for what's coming. Nope. Okay, so just run there. Just have faith and run there. If I run there with... If I run there and probably with just, like, holding the jump button, I should be fine. Regardless of if the water comes down or not. Okay, so you do need to do like a half bounce there before you can just go. I wanted to see if I can just book it. Okay, you can't quite make it like that. But you need to wait a half a pace. Which is just my favorite thing to do. I love waiting. No, don't press A after the... I need to be holding the jump button there. But like here, just hold it, hold it. No, but no, I can't just hold it. Because I'll bounce into that, so I need to do a half bounce and then I can hold it. The timing of that is just weird. Once I get the thought process there through my head, then it'll work. Yeah, okay. Oh, fucking just do press the buttons in the right order. There we go. Supposed to spin jump here? What do you mean I'm supposed to spin jump there? That doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I'll trust the level. It's just... I don't understand. Hold the button, hold the button. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Okay. But how do I get the airtime for that? This might be the most difficult level so far. It's like incredibly stimulating in a way that's unusual. Like, this isn't just a matter of like, oh, the timing for things is tight. It's a matter of I am pressing these buttons in a way that's not typical. Is a think on your feet kind of level? Yeah, that's kind of that's not a halfway bad. That's not a half bad way to describe it. Right? The flow of this level makes it so that you can't just run at it and just go. And it was too fast. It was too fast. But it's not like a lot of levels that tend to do this sort of thing, and it's not that confusing, you know? Like, if anybody remembers Day at the Turkey Races, the first levels of that shit That was a level that's like, yeah, you're not doing typical you're not doing typical Mario movement in platforming, but it was also incredibly visually like hard to parse. This, not really that hard to parse. Yeah, don't. Do I just go immediately there? I don't know if I can. It's what it feels like. No, I can't, because that wall is up the second that I am there. Don't do those full bounces. Okay, no, I can just go immediately there. Bounce on the piranha plant, just go. I was too preoccupied with the angel platform the last few times that I got there that I didn't realize that the spikes go up and down very quickly. This is also the type of level, at least I think, that doesn't look that difficult. Right? But there's a lot of tiny things that I'm doing here that aren't easy. Like the regrabs there and there. Oop. Anything up here? Oh, there's something up here. Wow. Found a secret. Oh, fuck you. Really? Wow. That was... I wanted to click on the box to see who that was. But I wanted to take a moment to appreciate the picture, you know? Wow. Oof. Okay, I need a little bit more space there. Don't spin jump. Gotta wait. Just a half a pace. Really? That hit me? I mean, I knew it was gonna hit me. I can't hold the bounce button there. I have to press it and then let go of it and then repress it. That's a lot of freaking work. Why can't I just press it? Nope, I need to not hesitate and just go. You know, I really ought to get that. Fucking... Okay, let's go back up. We're gonna see who this is. But I really ought to get that freaking, This water section is dedicated to Baba Yaga. Really ought to get that Sekiro quote tattooed on me somewhere, because I have to live by that quote. Hesitation is defeat. Nope, don't go up, go down. thought for a moment there that I just had the perfect timing that time to just go, but I did not. It got very hot in here in the last few minutes. I'm going to have to turn my AC on in a moment. I don't know, maybe it's a mental thing because we're in a level with lava. How is that? It's not enough, like, space. I guess I just need to jump further to the right. Right? I just need to do my best to jump from the very edge. Not even then. So maybe I wait. Maybe I hesitate. Like a half pace there. I love half paces. Whatever the hell that even means. It's not quite a half a second, right? Which is why I'm saying like a half pace like that instead of half a second. I just don't have any other way to like properly describe it, because to me it's like I'm not waiting a full moment. No, that just doesn't quite make it. So next time I'm gonna try bouncing on the piranha plant twice. Do one small bounce and then a large bounce. Okay, and then I spin jump there. Okay, cool. That shouldn't be too bad. Assuming this next segment there with the rope is not like the worst thing ever. The jury is still out on that because we haven't seen it. But it does terrify me. I missed the piranha, damn it. That really wasn't enough time? I wasn't slow enough there? I thought I would be. But I realized you just have to go. You just have to like trying to wing it is not the right thing to do. Ah! I knew that coin meant as soon as you get to this coin jump, I was just a little behind. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What am I supposed to do there? Am I supposed to bounce on the bullet bill, or... That's my guess. My guess is bounce on the bullet bill. So that's what I'm going to try. Just go with my gut instinct. I don't have much information to work with there, so just gotta feel it out. Feel like a dumbass anytime I do a bounce instead of a regrab like that, I feel like an absolute dumbass. Even though it's really not, like it's a very easy mistake to make. Like even very, very good players regularly make mistakes like that. No, just barely missed it. I was just barely too slow. Oh, it was ages ago, but the reason you brought up Fusion is because you've been having fun watching it, words are hard, until you saw some Galvin fighting Cake in Losers for 9th. Wait, Cake was in Losers for 9th? What? Who knocked Cake out? Who knocked Cake out of winners before top 8? What? And then some poor Galvin player had to fight him? That's so sad. That's... You know what the worst part about that is? If Cake ever, like, so as far as like Cake Assault goes, fighting a Galvin player, right? If Cake ever, like, starts losing with his main, it's like, okay, cool, he'll swap to Fleet. You know, like... Oh wow, congratulations, Galvin player. You're good enough to beat Cake Assault's, Forsburn. Enjoy this Fleet. Poor fate, poor fate. It's basically an auto loss. That's what, yeah, it's probably what it feels like for all the Galvin players out there. Although there was one thing I had heard while I was watching Fusion Cruise, right? I heard that Sandstorm has now not dropped the rat, but reduced the rat to a secondary. It is maining Galvin, so that's interesting. Sandstorm is like an incredibly good player, so that character's gonna have some good representation for a while. Go, 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 go. Wow, it's my third favorite Italian, Mario. I thought you were gonna say me, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm not Italian. Also, who are your two favorite Italians? If Luigi's not on the list, then, you know, eat a dick. My favorite Italian is absolutely Luigi. And then after that, I don't know if I have like a second favorite Italian. A guy you know, IRL, and Luigi's number 2. Okay, good. I'm glad everyone agrees Luigi is just better. Bro, Luigi had a whole year to himself, okay? In case nobody recalls, 2014? 2014? Fuck, if that wasn't 2014, it had to have been sooner than that. At some point in the 2010s, there was a year of Luigi, okay? A dedicated year just to Luigi. Mario doesn't get that. You know why Mario doesn't get that? Because Mario sucks. You have the year of Luigi 3DS? Wow. I'd kill you for that. Be glad that I don't know where you live, because I would kill you for that. Now there's me and one random One random Scandinavian guy that I know that we're really looking forward to Year of Luigi Part 2. I do know where you live though, except I don't remember where you live. I had your address at one point, but I don't anymore. As any of my friends that have received a package from me will attest to, I get their address, I write it down on the piece of mail, and then I forget it. Right? I don't keep that. I don't keep people's addresses. I don't need to. Like, it's not the 2000 anymore. I don't have to remember people's home addresses and their phone numbers. Fuck, this level's cool. This level is fucking cool, dude. Oh, I just barely missed that. You never got that Dark Magician Girl figure? Dude, the last... Such a tragedy. Such a tragedy. The last time I saw that figure go up for sale, someone was charging double the price for it, and it was in France. And so I was like, no, I'm not paying... Actually, more than double the price. They had it listed for €80, which the euro is worth more than $1 for anybody who's unaware or, you know, not keeping up with the times. €80 plus shipping for a figure that was originally $35 to $40. I was like, no thank you. I think I'll pass. Ah, fuck. This shit's so cool. This shit's so cool. Oh. Anyway, the 3DS is pretty nice, but the top screen has a single line down the bottom, down the top line of a single line of top-down pixels that are dead. Okay, so like a horizontal line. I don't know if I'm having a hard time reading today or if people are phrasing things weird. That reminds me, I've got so many DS and 3DS games to play. I'm still partway through the second case in the first Ace Attorney. Or the second real case, not like the tutorial case, right? And like, I was enjoying myself. I just decided to stop for reasons I cannot explain. Right? And I've also got, let's see, Majora's Mask 3D is something I wanted to play through, and I have that. And there was something else. There was something, oh, the DS Kingdom Hearts game, right? I got partway through that and then just stopped. Could not tell you why. Oh, and there was also SMT Strange Journey that I stopped playing, but the reason I stopped playing that is because I lost my save. Losing a save in a game like that, right? Turn-based JRPG is just so brutal, dude. It's so brutal. Same reason you stopped playing Circle of the Moon when your PC exploded? Just because of lost save files? Dude, losing a save file is awful. I don't remember what it was earlier today, but earlier today I was talking to someone, and the thought came to my mind of just like, man, I wish I had my original save file for this game. Like, that's one of the things in this age of like cloud gaming and not owning your video games that I actually really like, is that like Steam has cloud saves. I'm very likely not going to lose my saves. I can always just update them from the cloud if I have to. Is that trade-off worth the idea of never owning your video games? I don't think it is, but there is at least, you know, a benefit to it. Okay, I thought I was about to lose this. I thought I was about to lose it. What the fuck? Oh, you haven't continued your strange journey because you have no clue what the fuck you're doing, and you're not in the mood to grind for dozens of hours to figure out what you're doing. Yeah. Your first SMT game is kind of like that. It took me a very long time to like get a feel for the series. Okay, so you definitely need that one. Or you need at least one of these. You have save files older than Soul. I mean, I'm pretty sure I do too. I'm pretty sure I have like a PlayStation 2 launch memory card with like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and like a few other saves still on it. Because while my sister stole my PS2 at some point, she never got her hands on my memory cards. Okay, fuck me. What the hell am I doing wrong there? Why am I suddenly unable to do that? Do I just need to immediately jump? If I send you the memory cards, you could get my saves for me. I mean, I could get my saves for me as well if I just had a PS2. And quite frankly, recently I have seen some really good deals at local shops and at the flea market for like working nice PS2s. I saw a mint in-box freaking Dreamcast for under $200. Right? It was unopened. Like, an unopened Dreamcast for under $200 is crazy. That's got to be free money. I don't know. Maybe the reselling like market for Dreamcast specifically is like a hard sell. I don't know. But like I was like, what? I was like, that can't be, it just got to be just the box. But like, no, upon further inspection, like that's the box, the controller, and whatever, you know, other peripheral stuff came with an original Dreamcast. If I had had the cash on me at that moment, I absolutely would have just bought that. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. And the store that it was at, like, they're the most reputable people in this area of Florida, so it's not like they're bullshitting, you know? They have a ton of other, like, decent price stuff that is, like, crazy expensive elsewhere. Like, I remember they have Rule of Rose, the PS2 game that only has, like, I want to say, like, what, 5,000 copies in circulation? And it was, like, reasonably priced. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Fuck you, you bastard. What other games did they have? I'm trying to think. Oh, they have like the original like Drakengard games, 1 and 2, for like what were really reasonable prices. They had some of the original RE Resident Evil games, right? 1, 2, 3. And none of these things were like mint, but they were like complete, right? You get the game, the case, and the booklet. I'd be jealous if they had an English copy of God Hand. They do. They absolutely. I don't remember if I saw it last time, but they absolutely at some point had a copy of God Hand. Okay, what the fuck is the timing for this? What the fuck is the timing for this? I am mildly frustrated now with this, so I'm gonna wait for this to go like this. What the fuck is the timing for this, dude? Because if I wait too long, right, the bullet bills won't be there. I can't bounce off of them. So what is, like, what's the deal? Damn. Didn't quite catch up with the bullet bill there. You wish your area had anything remotely cool in it? Well, the trade-off of this place at the flea market, I could have waited there. The trade-off with this place at the flea market is that it's unfortunately surrounded by multiple of those, like, incredibly political, like, shops that just sell, like, look at this, it's current president on a t-shirt. Isn't the current president either the greatest or the worst thing ever? Do I need to bounce on that? Can I just jump over it? Maybe I don't even need to bounce on this fucker. I don't. I'm so dumb. I kept trying to bounce on the thing to jump over the spikes, but I don't need to. But yeah, the local flea market is an interesting place because it has some really nice stuff, including 2 shops that sell anime merch at, like, everything is marked up by $5 regardless of how expensive it is, right? A $30 piece of merch is $35. A $600 piece of merch is, I did that same thing again, is $605. I don't know how they managed to mark everything up so incredibly equally, but, like, more power to them. And let's see, they've got multiple shops that have, like, merch of other things. For example, there's, like, a Pokemon merch shop. There's 2 different card shops that have, like, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, etc. There's a place that has donuts too, like mini donuts, and they're pretty fucking banging. Their signature is maple bacon, and it's pretty fucking good. Yeah, that flea market's pretty nice. It's just like kind of a maze to get through. The whole place is like a grid. It's like a 4x4, 5x5 grid with 5 columns going up and 5 rows going across. So if you're somewhere like in the middle, it's just kind of like, where the fuck do I go from here to get to the place that I need to get to? And most of the flea market is not in an air-conditioned building, although the game store I'm talking about is. What the hell? Should I just go? Maybe I just go. Maybe I don't even wait. Just go up the thing immediately. Okay. Oop. A small sacrifice to be able to just go to a store and buy games. Okay, maybe I just go. I think maybe just going is the way to... Don't hesitate at all, just fucking book it. Don't try to set anything up, just let the setup come to be. Yep, this is the way to do it. Yep, I'm dumb. Trying to figure out a way to make it more consistent early on, and then just totally messed up because of it. Oh well. Ain't like I've got a timeline today. Ain't like I've got anything I need to rush to. I will be playing Mega Man after this, but like... I haven't put a hard limit on myself for Mario today. Usually I'm like, 2 hours. We'll stop at 2 hours, but right now, if the levels continue to be as good as they have been, I could just keep going. Okay, so I don't know if I get enough space there to land on the upper bullet bill right away. It seemed like I did, but last time I didn't quite. So I don't know. We'll see. So y'all, some slightly bad news for stream. I will be doing, over the next few months, I will be picking up some extra shifts. So there might be a couple of weeks, especially in May, there might be a couple of weeks where streams are scarce or like don't happen at all. Just wanted to give you all a heads up on that. But my boss called me and they were like, can you work these consecutive days? And I think the one span that she asked me to work was like 20 days in a row, or 20 days in a row with one day in the middle that I'm not working. And I kind of desperately need the cash right now, so, you know. Okay. I need to hit the front bullet bill there. Get that money, man. Yeah. Also, I think next week, either the Wednesday or the Friday stream is actually going to be missed because I agreed to paint my sister's house since she moved here, and I'll be doing that. I think it might end up being on Thursday, and if it's on Thursday, then, you know, there won't be a stream missed. But if it's on like a Wednesday, then I will be doing that. What a mistake. Well, she's paying me, so, you know, there is at least that. Oh, fuck you, game. What the fuck, game? Speaking of my sisters, though, on the topic, I received two gifts from my sisters this week, which is very out of the blue. They didn't, like, give me a heads up that they were sending me gifts or anything. They just sort of sent them to me. I showed one of them on stream last time. It was the, mentally, I'm at the, Sonic Adventure 2 Chow Garden sticker that I got, right? And then my other sister sent me some stickers, and she sent me a card game? A card game starter pack? And I don't really, as some of you might know, I don't really play card games, but that was nice of her. It was interesting. I haven't opened it yet because, like, I don't know. I don't know jack shit about this card game. I don't know if it's like a thing that people play, or if it's one of those starter packs that, like, companies are constantly giving out because they want people to play. What card game? Let me check. It is called Union Arena. I have no clue what the hell kind of card game it is. I mean, it's obviously, like, you know, traded card game, that sort of, like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, etc., right? But I don't know if it's a thing people play, or one of those very, very, very many card games that I have seen in my life that are trying to get off the ground that probably just never do. Ah! Ah! What are you supposed to do? The pacing of that section there is fucked. But yes, it's a card game called Union Arena, and this specific thing is, I don't know if the whole game is like this, or if this is just a specific, like, collaboration, but it's Evangelion themed. And along with it, my sister sent me a sticker of Rei and a sticker of the Ava, of the second Ava. Unit 2. The purple one. I don't remember if that's actually Unit 2. I think it's Unit 2. But the purple one. The one that everyone knows. The whole game seems to just be various anime and manga. Okay, so that's neat. Maybe that's why she thought I'd be interested in it. Because she knows... I mean, she's seen my body pillow. She knows I'm a fucking weeb. An incurable weeb. Supposed to spin jump there. But I thought maybe I'd, like, I don't know, fucking open the box on stream or something. As, like, a little bit of variety, a little bit of distraction from the typical. But I don't know. I think the reason she sent me this is that at some point in the past, maybe a week or two ago, she said that, like, her friend who is an artist started selling stickers at certain stores, right? Right, like that. She just got a few stores to, like, buy her art, right? And she showed me a bunch of Ava stickers that her friend gave her. And she offered me some stickers of, like, Shinji, and I was like, the only character I like from Ava is Rei. I do not like Shinji. And so I think maybe that's why she sent me the stickers. Because she, like, went to her friend, she's like, hey, my brother likes this character, and she got, you know, more stickers. But, I mean, Rei is the only character from Ava that I actually like, but it's not like I like Ava that much. Ava is just kind of like a whatever thing to me. Evangelion is probably, in my opinion, the most overrated anime of all time. Get another damn robot bop. Well, see, if I was in the show, okay? If it were me, if I were in Shinji's shoes, I wouldn't be bitching and complaining like he did all the time. Okay? I would have just been like, sure, I'll get in the robot. Why the fuck not? I would have been like, sure, lady, I'll get in your robot. But you need to buy me a video game or something. You know? That's the kind of 12-year-old I was. If you buy me the new fucking Call of Duty, I'll pilot your robot. Why not? Oh boy, that's gonna be rough. I think this is gonna be really rough. So what I need to do, I need to have at least one behind me, I think, is I need to bounce off of the bullet bill, this one here, while it's over here, right? And then do a full bounce off of this, back on top of one of these. And that's not gonna be easy, I don't think. Shinji is a bitch. I know this even without having ever watched it. Yeah, everybody knows that. Like, that's his defining features. That Shinji is a crying little baby. You've always been tempted to watch it because of its reputation, but you've just never bothered. Or you just don't care. I watched it when I was like 17 because so many people wouldn't shut up about it being the greatest thing ever, and at the time it was on Netflix, I think. And so she's like, okay, cool. I watched one episode in English. I was like, wow, this dub sucks. I can't stand these guys' voices. And then I watched one episode in Japanese. I was like, holy cow. This is even worse in Japanese. Shinji's dad's voice in Japanese is just the worst thing ever. And so then I defaulted back to English because at least Shinji's dad in English is like alright. But it's not even like a bad I don't even like hate it. It's just one of those things that's like, I thought it was okay, but everybody else on the planet seems to think it's the greatest thing ever. And Japan keeps making merch of it. Like, I saw a fucking Evangelion toothpaste ad. And it radicalized me, okay? It radicalized me to be like, this thing that I don't really care for either way has now become a thing that, like, the essence of it bothers me. Why do they need to have an Asuka-flavored toothpaste? Why is that a thing? Who wants a Shinji-flavored toothpaste? Right? Plus, on top of that, at least during my age on the internet, back in the days of forums, right? There were a lot of, like, absolute manlets that would just never shut up about their little, like, Asuka versus Rei fan war, right? Men that are, like, at the time, in their 20s, nowadays, you know, their 30s or their 40s, will probably just still have the same arguments about two 15-year-old girls. Like, absurd. Cowboy Bebop is one of those things you feel is like alright, but people constantly talk about it like it's a 20 out of 10. So, see, Cowboy Bebop is something I quite like, but if I compare it to other classics at the time, like I'm rewatching Trigun right now, I think Trigun is like way better. You know? No, that was a fast platform. Shit. But yeah, Cowboy Bebop is also one of those things, but I think because Cowboy Bebop doesn't have that, like, sort of crazy merch and, like, fanboyism behind it, that causes arguments all the time of like who's better, Faye or I can't think of another female character, right? I mean, there are plenty of other female characters. It's just like none of them are mainstays. There's only 4 mainstay characters. Who's better, Faye or Ed? Like that argument is not happening. You know? I think that's why I can tolerate all the adoration for Cowboy Bebop. For Bebop. Plus, Cowboy Bebop aired when it aired. It had its movie, and then it was done. Right? There weren't 10 plus years of like remake movies constantly being produced. Evangelion finished and started airing its remake movies before I even knew that it existed. You've still yet to see a lot of Bebop, but it's like fine. Ghost in the Shell is also one that you saw people hype up constantly and you just never understood that one. If you want to talk about classics that I like more than the rest, so I mentioned that if I'm comparing classics, Trigun is the one I like more than Bebop. Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, not the movie, but the series, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, I adore that shit. Standalone Complex and Standalone Complex Second Gig are in my like favorite pieces of media ever. I go back and rewatch those 2 seasons every few years. For Christmas this year, I got the original compilation Ghost in the Shell manga. You don't remember Trigun very well? Trigun, unlike Bebop, has a very unserious tone most of the time. And it's doing its best to get away with this sort of like... How do I put it? This goofy... It's trying to get away with goofy shit, right? It's constantly lightening the mood by having its main character be goofy. And I think that just works really well and makes the serious moments more serious. At times, Bebop takes itself too seriously. Damn it, that would have been the perfect timing there if I just done the spin jump. You do remember one that had similar themes? Those slight, that being Trinity Blood? I have never seen it. Another thing people hold up as like one of the classic action series of that era is like Hellsing, and I think the original Hellsing anime is not honestly not that good. It has some really good moments, but like overall, it kind of just like doesn't tell a complete story. But then Hellsing Ultimate that came like a few years later is like chef's kiss. What the fuck? What the fuck? You need that bullet bill, huh? Original Hellsing is a mixed bag. Ultimate is way better. Yeah. And that's one of those shows I cannot watch in Japanese because the voice actor for Alucard in English, Crispin Freeman, is so fucking good at his job. Crispin Freeman as Alucard is maybe my favorite casting in anything ever. I don't think he voice acts much in stuff anymore. But back in the day, back in like the mid 2000s, anytime he was cast in a role, I was like, that role's gonna be a banger. Mr. Modman isn't here. Mr. Modman is here. He deleted whoever was pushing those view bots. One message was deleted by a moderator. Like, I literally see that in my chat. So what the hell are you talking about? Is your Twitch glitched? Do you still see the message? That'd be a fun new glitch. Some people just get to see deleted messages still. Yes? Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. You see it because you have better Twitch TV? Oh, is that an option? I didn't even know that was an option on better Twitch TV. I thought it was an option so that you could scroll over and see it again. Not that you could just have it stay on. Unless that's what you mean. Mr. Streamer Man? Yes, Miss Viewer Lady? If that's what you truly are. A viewer? Here it comes. Here it comes. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting. Oh. I thought you were going to say what doing. I eated a panini. A panini is like a pressed sandwich, right? I don't know if I've ever had a panini in my life. Yes. Curse you, game. Am I finally playing WoW on Wednesday? No. We're finishing Elden Ring, okay? Shadow of the Erd Tree. Fuck me, dude, I didn't. I pressed the jump button. Screw you. When do we ban Cube till he quits WoW? You're asking a lot from Cube there. Okay? Listen. Would we rather Cube play WoW or Halo Infinite? Okay? We have to ask ourselves that question here. Because he's going to play one of them. Hell, he might play both of them. Personally, I think I'd rather he play World of Warcraft, because then at least, he has to participate in, like, commerce and things like that, whereas with Halo, Halo is bleak. Damn it. Halo, because him crashing out about it was at least funny. I guess that's true, it was funny. Damn you! Damn you! You've been farming mats for the past 2 weeks, and I'm proud of you. The economy and WoW is important, okay? We need to uphold it. What? That clipped me? Fuck. Fuck you, game. I'm gonna eat this egg roll that's been sitting here for the last hour and 45 minutes while I seethe in my own salt. This egg roll is cold. It wasn't that good to begin with. But clearly I need a moment. Am I secretly playing WoW? No. See, I'm planning a trip to Brazil, and at least a small but not insignificant part of the Brazilian economy is supported by World of Warcraft gold trading. So I don't need World of Warcraft gold trading to crash and cause the Brazilian economy to crash with it, okay? That's why it's important to me, okay? I'll never play WoW in my life unless Cubed himself gives me $1 million. Was it 1 million? I think I said $10,000 in cash last time. So I guess $10,000 in cash from Cubed. Anyway, there was one other thing while I was munching on that I noticed. Speaking of classics though, still kind of wish Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood properly retold the start of the series instead of assuming you watched the original. So Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is far and away my favorite anime of all time, right? But the fact that you have to have seen at least the first 20 episodes of the original 2003 anime is its serious only flaw. And like, if I ever had an absurd amount of money, like if I ever become like a billionaire or whatever, win the lottery or something, my first order of business will be to hire someone to re-edit the entire series so that it includes the original Fullmetal Alchemist 2003 stuff and the things from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. What the fuck? Oh, I already hate this. Oh, I'm trying to run and immediately jump here. Nope. Ah, shit. Could have been a 10 out of 10 instead of a 9 out of 10. See, to me, Fullmetal Alchemist is still a 10 out of 10. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. But yeah, it could have been perfect. It could have been actually perfect. No, come here. Shit. Which version, Bob? What do you mean, which version? No, fuck me. English or Japanese? Oh, for Fullmetal Alchemist, English. I don't like Ed's Japanese voice. The whole rest of the cast in Japanese is pretty good, though. And also, Roy's English voice is just absurdly good. Roy's English voice is like... I don't have timing for this. But, Colonel Roy Mustang is like... He has just such good moments. Right? Moments where, like... You're just like, dude, someone needs to pay... someone needs to pay this man like $1 billion for this voice role. Shit. Okay. How do I feel about tiny miniskirts? They should be mandatory. That's how I feel. I feel like that's not a scene in Brotherhood. I feel like that's only a scene in the original anime. Which is a shame because it's such a funny scene. Oh shit, no. A lot of the English voice actors for Fullmetal Alchemist were really good. Yeah, it's a shame about that that one guy, right? Mr. Hansy, as we call him. Wait, who? I'm not talking about that on stream, okay? Let's just say that at least one of the voice actors for the original Fullmetal Alchemist cast, one of the main cast, is, maybe wasn't in legal conversation. Maybe wasn't in legal trouble, like real legal trouble. Maybe he won his case, but his his actions were dubious at best. Sucks though, because he's also quite a good voice actor and was in a lot of things I really like, including like Persona. Yeah, he was accused of being weird. I think I do think he might have won his legal battle with this whole thing, but there was enough evidence, for me at least, to like totally believe the stories. Anyway, let's talk about people that are cool and good, not people that aren't cool or good. Fuck me, dude, this is very difficult. Shit. You hate it? I mean, look, if you just look up Fullmetal Alchemist actor accused of, you'll find it. No, I missed both of them there. Fuck me. What's a pog-a-log in my sussy bakas? Okay, I'm gonna delete this message and give you another try. Try again. You get a first try. Not a lot of people get to say hello twice, but you do. No, I missed that. Fuck me. No, fuck me. No. No! I'm really missing that by, like... I'm touching the platform with my head, I'm just not fully bonking it. My fellow gamers, I bequeath to thee a salutation. You just can't say hello normally, can you? That's like a league better than what you came in here the first time with. But like, geez. Sometimes you can just say hello, you know? That's going in the clip too, I think, right? I did, in fact, say what you just said in the clip. Aren't you glad you got a second try? Okay. Deuteranopia Palace? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Immediately start with a disco shell. Wow, fuck you. Dude, I have to fucking... No, wait, maybe I... Oh, hi, Jet. You mind? You wanna move? Yeah? You wanna get out of the way so I can see the screen? No, don't worry, take your time. I'm not in the middle of anything. Okay, cool, yeah. Just sit on the mouse. Just don't click anything, please. Okay, so I'm gonna throw that up. Okay, I don't need to spin on it the first time. I need to spin on it the second time. Oh, fuck this, bro. Y'all, do you want to hear something tragic and sad? So sad. So on Wednesday, I'm finishing Shadow of the Erdtree, right? And then on Thursday, I'm starting up Dark Souls 2. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Disgusting, even. Assuming Soul doesn't stand me up again, you know. Seamless Co-op is out. I don't think Seamless Co-op for Dark Souls 2 is like fully released, but Soul and I are just gonna play it with like a password or whatever the fuck. Just play it the way it was intended to be played. Why do I keep thinking I need to do that? I don't need to do that. I just went through that saw blade. What the hell? Do those saw blades only have like a big hitbox at the top of them? There are no passwords. What do you mean there are no passwords? I thought that was the thing that Dark Souls 2 did. I thought Dark Souls 2's like claim to fame for the formula was that there are passwords. Do I have the emote wall disabled right now, or is it just broken? I mean, it should be there. Let me do something real quick. Let me go to the start screen here. Emotes plugin. Let me copy this shit. Maybe, I think it might have just gotten moved. Let me paste this shit in here. Now try. Okay, there we go. It added a ring that you use as a password. Yeah, okay, so that's what I thought. Wow, you're gonna play Dark Souls 2 with Soul, but I won't play Monster Hunter with you. I literally tried to play Monster Hunter with you, in case you don't recall. Remember how that went? In case you don't recall, Zeal, I played Dose with you like 3 or 4 times on stream, and then that shit just didn't work. Oh, fuck me, the thing got reset. How many exits was that? Was that 12 or 13 exits? Chat, were we at 12 or 13 exits? I don't remember. It has to have been 13, right? Because we started the day at 11 exits. You repressed the last year because you're trying to recover mentally. How the fuck dare you repress Big Guy? Big Guy doesn't deserve this. Big Guy lives on as a sticker in your server. It's true, he does. I wish I had such a beautiful sticker in my server. But alas. It's funny, I don't think anybody in here, except for maybe Hal, ever tuned into those streams for me. So no one, if I ever talk about, you know, Big Guy or my adventures in Monster Hunter 2, no one will remember. So sad. Okay. Those were some interesting streams, I'll say. I don't know if I'll ever do anything like that again on stream. Pop, are you excited for Guilty Gear Strive 2.0? No. I didn't watch the trailers for any of the games that were shown off at Arxis World Tour. Those streams from some of the most fun you've had with games in years. It was a fun time. It's just like, I think in the future I'd prefer to do that sort of thing off stream. Were you guys being racist on stream? I don't remember anything about race coming up whatsoever. But you know, if in the future I decide to be racist, I'll do it on stream just for you. Thank you. You're welcome. That's the kind of content I know that a few people in here would absolutely love. For me to just go off the deep end and become a terrible, awful, racist person. Some other people would be very disappointed. But, you know, again, much like I talked about last Monday, I can't predict where the future is going to take me. I don't plan on becoming a terrible, awful, racist person. But, who knows? Maybe someone will offer me $1 billion to be a terrible, awful, racist person. And $1 billion is really hard to pass. Fuck you! Okay, sorry. I don't like disco shells. But Bob, you're already a terrible, awful, racist person. You know that's fucking... You know that's libel, right? I could take you to court over that. In fact, I probably should take you to court over that because this is my reputation that you're insulting. You're lying about. I live in Florida. Listen, just because I live in Florida does not mean I'm racist. You have receipts? No, you don't. Slander spoken print is libel. Well, you spelt the word wrong, but your heart's in the right place. Also, I'm pretty sure Soul spelt receipts wrong too, so you know, everybody is just making terrible mistakes today. Listen, if you're gonna accuse me of something, at least have the common decency to spell correctly. I'm not gonna lie, this level is kind of boo-boo so far. I'm not enjoying this one. Who makes these creators use the disco shell, right? Oh, fuck me. Why did it go backwards? Fuck this game. I don't know who holds these creators at gunpoint and says, hey, make a level with the disco shell, but they all seem to do it eventually. Even though every single person that I know that plays these hacks complains about them. Oh, fuck. You have receipts of Soul being racist? If I need to countersue? Don't worry, I also have those. I think everyone in Peeves Discord has receipts of Soul being racist. I think it's a pastime, right? It's a tradition for someone to post about Soul being racist. Fucking, why do you keep throwing that like that? Throw it upwards. You got an ad about the next Mario movie? Wow. What great placement. Are you excited for the Super Mario Galaxy movie? You're still upset? What are you upset about? What are you upset by? No, you're not excited? What the hell? Didn't you think the Mario movie 1 was just the greatest thing ever since sliced bread? Illumination sucks. You're still upset about Chicago. Bro, that was like, you gotta let that go. I don't think Illumination sucks that bad. I do think the Mario movie was like kind of sucky though. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm gonna watch the movie, right? Because I play a lot of Mario. No. Last time I only watched, so the only reason I have seen the first Mario movie, right? The Super Mario Bros. Movie by Illumination, right? Is because sometime last year, I was watching my sister's kid, her youngest kid, and he wanted to watch it, and so I was like, okay, fine. But like, It's not like I'm a big fan of things like that. I've seen that now. I've seen Detective Pikachu and I've seen the Sonic movie, and like I didn't like any of them. Hot take, Despicable Me 1 is a good movie. That's not a hot take. What? People love those movies. It's the Minion movies people don't like. Like, not like Despicable Me, right? Because those are the movies where the Minions originate from, but it's like the Minions movies. Minions 1 and 2 and 3 or whatever the hell. Most people like Despicable Me 1 and 2. I haven't seen Despicable Me. I've only seen Despicable Me 2. Because, let's see. I went to my family reunion, whatever year Despicable Me came out. And one night, I was hanging out with my cousins and aunt and uncle. And my cousin's fiance at the time. And they were like, well, we had dinner, but it's only like 5:30, so like, y'all want to go see a movie or something? And we had decided on Despicable Me 2 for whatever reason. And the best part of Despicable Me 2 for me was having my cousin's fiance explain to me the plot of Despicable Me 1 5 minutes before watching it. It was very interesting seeing an otherwise sort of reserved 20-something-year-old girl, she's like 21 or 22 at the time, explain the plot of a cartoon to me. I found that very entertaining. But yes, otherwise, I have not seen any of those movies. And back on my comment about the Sonic movie, Sonic movie 1 is just like, bro, that shit might as well be Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's what that movie is to me, right? Another one of those movies where it's like, look, it's this generic white guy with a partner cartoon character. Just like, ugh. And I don't care what people say. I do not like Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And as far as Detective Pikachu goes, it's literally what I just complained about, where it's just like, make the movie either about Detective Pikachu or make a different movie. Don't make the movie about some kid who has to partner up with Detective Pikachu. Also, you should have had Danny DeVito voice him, you bastards. Perfect voice casting, staring them in the face, and they decided to go with fucking Ryan Reynolds, bro. The least interesting actor on the planet. I do not know what the fuck I'm doing here. Oh, also, as far as like casting for the Sonic movies goes, I just don't like how they just like, let's not use the voice cast that does an amazing job and has been doing an amazing job for like the last 10 years, and instead let's cast just a bunch of famous people who are like kind of phone it in. I don't care for what's his face as Sonic. No, I don't care for Idris Elba as Knuckles, right? Like, hire voice actors to be voice actors, please. Keanu Reeves did a great job with Shadow, at least. I don't know, because I haven't seen the movie, but, like, I'm sure he did fine, but did he do better than the voice actor of Shadow would have? No, probably not. I just don't get why they have to cast characters like this when it's a children's cartoon and the children are going to see it. The children are going to see it no matter who voices the character, so why do you have to give it to some jackass who's like not even going to try to sound like the characters? Why did Idris Elba need to play Knuckles the Echidna? That's like crazy casting. Why does Beyonce need to voice fucking Nala in the 3D quote-unquote live action Lion King? What does Beyonce like bring to the table here? She sings the song all right, I guess. Did she sing the song as good as the original voice actor did in the original Lion King? No. More like, why is John Oliver Zazu? Is John Oliver Zazu? Really? I did not know that. You could see how little I pay attention to that shit, because I did not know that John Oliver was in that. Really? Listen, I don't dislike John Oliver. I think he can be a funny guy, but like, what? Who is John Oliver? John Oliver is a comedian who hosted it's not like a late show, but basically a late show, right? And his comedy focuses way more on political commentary than it does like haha funny stand-up joke man. You don't know actors, man? He's not an actor. He's a comedian. A comedian and a show host. That's why it's like... It's okay, they didn't even hire like famous comedian, man. They hired a late show host. It's like if you were like, ah, yes, the perfect voice for Hercules. Jay Leno. Favorite comedy routine is the Three Stooges. Oof, that is... You really need culture in your life. There's nothing wrong with the Three Stooges, but to say that, like, if someone brings up comedy and you're like, I love the Three Stooges, like, oh boy. What the fuck do I mean, oof? I mean, I just explained what I mean, oof. If I say, hey man, what's your favorite comedian? And you say, the Three Stooges, I'll be like, what are you, fucking 85 years old? I meant like, from this decade. From this millennium. Please. As someone that appreciates stand-up comedy, your position on comedy as a whole upsets me. Anyway, what's the appeal of late night show hosts? Nowadays, there is no appeal. Back in the day, they had topical comedy and like exclusive interviews with actors or people that other shows couldn't get, and they could lean more into the adult side of things because they were on late at night, right? I personally only really liked one late show ever, and it was the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, right? I thought Craig Ferguson was a very, very funny man, but like Jay Leno, like never found him funny. Larry King? Is that his name? Never found him funny. But the point was just like topical comedy with you know, not like mature themes, but like shit was for adults. Oh, I need to throw that upwards, toss that upwards rather. And then what do I need it for? to keep that all the way into here, dude? Okay. Actors or people, for as we all know, actors are not people. Exactly. Soul needs to watch some British comedian shows. Yes. Some Will I Lie to You? Would I lie to you? Whatever the hell. Some Wilty. Some 9 out of 10 Cats. Some... What's that one where it's like a memory show? Just anything hosted by Jimmy Carr. That's what Soul needs to do, okay? Soul needs to just go watch a show hosted by Jimmy Carr. Or Greg Davies. British comedian shows reminds you of that one short you see every few months about the carrot in the box. That short is so good. That is from... Is that from 9 out of 10 Cats? I don't remember what that is from. But the idea of just like convince the other person that you have the carrot in your box or that you don't have the carrot in your box. And then the guy goes on to give an absolute master class. You also like Abbott and Costello. Are you fucking 600 years old? Genuine question. It's okay to like some things, but like to claim that you only like these super old things? Why did I toss that? Listen, as a youngin', I got accused of being an old man in a young boy's body many a times, but like, I did at least, you know, watch some things and know some things that were modern. You said Monty Python, that's more recent-ish? What the? Let me just stop right here for a moment. We're gonna Google this. Monty Python and the Holy Grail came out in 1975. Fucking recent-ish? Recent-ish? What do you mean recent-ish? I wasn't born then. My father was a teenager in those years. What? Recent-ish? Why do I keep doing that? You said ish? Yeah, recent-ish is like last 20 years, okay? That wasn't the last 20 years 10 years ago. Okay, if I were to say what is my favorite comedian in recent-ish years, right? I would say like James Acaster, because he had a stand-up special like 4 years ago that I really liked, right? That's 4 years ago, not over 40 years ago. How is that like your time for what is recent-ish needs to be within your lifetime at the very least. At the very least. Okay? That was 30 years before you were born. Anyway, I'm not trying to rag on you for like liking the things that you like. It's just very funny that you are the youngest person in here, as far as I know, with the taste of the oldest person in here. Monty Python is funny. That is something I like, but I wouldn't call it a recent-ish. I wouldn't, under any circumstances, call it a recent-ish. It was many years before I was even alive. 50 years ago, dude. 50 years. 50. I'm starting to think I shouldn't have eaten that 2-hour-old egg roll. It's fine, we power through. Two hours is not enough for something to go bad like that, unless it was already on its way out. In which case, I was fucked no matter what, I think. Is that the egg roll I was telling you I was going to go eat earlier? Yes, before stream. I ate it about 2 hours into the stream. And now it is possibly catching up to me. Listen, the reason I had to eat it 2 hours into stream is because when I started the stream, I had 2 egg rolls in front of me, right? And I was like, I'm just gonna demolish these. I can eat 2 egg rolls in 4.5 minutes, the amount of time that the intro was, right? But then the egg roll was too hot, and it slipped out of its casing, right? Like the fillings came out of the egg roll. And I couldn't get it down fast enough, okay? Oh, dude, fuck me. Listen, food does not go bad in 2 hours, okay? Something like an egg roll needs to be sitting at room temperature for 4 or more hours to go bad. Okay? Unless the egg roll was already bad, in which case, I was kind of fucked either way. So, like, not a big deal. Some food goes bad in 2 hours, yeah, but not, like, cabbage and carrots. Food that goes bad in, like, 2 hours. Again, it has to reach room temperature before that timer starts, right? But the food that goes bad in 2 hours is obvious and apparent when it goes bad. Food does not go bad in 2 hours. I mean, that as a general rule is correct. Name a food that goes bad in 2 hours. Mind you, 2 hours piping hot, right? It was piping hot when it started. Egg salad? Yeah, egg salad probably goes bad in about 2 hours. If it's sitting at room temp. But again, this wasn't sitting at room temp. Milk does not go bad in 2 hours. Now, let's look it up. How long can eggs stay at room temperature? No, I'm not asking fucking AI garbage. And of course, the first post I see is deleted. An uncooked egg, 2 hours. Also, just as a general rule of thumb, this is probably going to help a few people in the coming years when, you know, the world crashes. Rules like that are general safety rules. They're not necessarily like hard guidelines that you have to follow. It's just the longer that it sits out, the more the more likely it is to have gone bad. You didn't order the dread with your content, Mr. Streamer Man? Well, unfortunately, sometimes the dread sets in. You know, sometimes the dread sets in. Much like the pain in my stomach is setting in right now. And you have some existential dread now too? I'm closer to 50 than I am to... zero? That made me feel existential dread earlier today. Earlier today, I thought to myself, man, 50, that's 50 years old. That's only 20 years from now. That made me feel existential dread. What? That didn't bounce off of that? Peeve has tainted too many poor souls with stomach issues. Listen, I had stomach issues long before I started watching Peeverson. I was born this way. What the fuck? Why did you go left? Ancient? And then the reply is ancient-ish. Got him. Oh my lord. Also, you can't call me ancient when you said Monty Python was recent. Fuck you, you stupid disco shell bastards. Anaha, why would you do this to me? I was enjoying this hack. I was having a very good time. And then you just fucking did this shit to me. This segment here, cool. This segment right here, following it with this fucking disco shell, gross. This segment, cool. Oop. This segment, gross. Disgusting. Cool. Cool. Saws. Saws are cool. Disco shells are disgusting. What? Why did you not throw that? Why did you... Okay, come back. Yeah, we got a second try. Why did you go left? The game actually screwed me twice. Oh, I didn't hit the note block. I didn't hit the note block on top. I was so down for that to be just the run. I was so excited. I was like, yes, here it is. I was feeling it, and then, oh fuck you, game, you son of a bitch. I hate your guts. Mr. Boppy McPoppy, did you have a good day today? You didn't even... If you're gonna, like, come up with a silly name like that, make the rest of the Make the rest of the thing rhyme too, come on. My day was alright. I spent a little bit too much time, frankly, making that stream schedule graphic. Like, it should not have taken me as much time as it did, but I went into GIMP not knowing what I wanted to make. Like, I knew I needed to make a stream schedule calendar thing, but not knowing, like, what I wanted it to look like. So it just took me much longer than it should have. You're gonna leave now? Good night. Yep, see you later. But that's what I spent some of my day doing, and then I spent the rest of my day kind of like hanging out with Jet and just getting stuff done around the house. Why the fuck are you like this? Okay, come back. Thank you. No! Oh, you cock. You cock. You cock. I didn't think it was gonna fucking bounce like that. How was your day today, Soul? You said you went to your grandma's house, but was it a good day? Did grandma tell you that you're the best granddaughter? Your day was good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm so sick of you. I'm so sick of you, little bastard. Fuck me. Trying my best to keep it together here. When we're done with this level, we're gonna play some Mega Man 5, see what that's all about, and then call it. You feel tired, so you're being lazy and cleaning your closet out for tomorrow. If you're tired, it's not lazy, okay? It's just called, you know, resting. Crazy concept, I know. That was so freaking close. Absolute dick of a game. Absolute dick. Okay. What do I do here? Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. I didn't throw the key upwards, but that's what I was supposed to do. Okay, I wasn't certain what the game wanted there, so now I know. And now we're gonna crush it. We were told it was disrespectful of you, what, to relax? That's crazy. That's crazy. Next time I see someone sleeping, I'm gonna be like, how dare you disrespect me like that? How dare you? I'm just gonna walk up to my roommate later tonight when I know for a fact he'll be sleeping on the couch and just be like, how dare you be lazy like this? Disrespectful, ungrateful. Come back. Respawn, thank you. Why did you go left? Why does it juke me like that? Sometimes the game is mean. And other times I make a stupid mistake like that. But sometimes I just feel like the game is jerking me around, you know? I think I know why it does that. I think it's if I'm too far to the left of this block, when the saw gets transformed, it's gonna go left. Like it's going towards me, presumably because the shell is going towards me. But like, dang, that shit's annoying. Oh. Why the fuck am I getting a notification about Outbound? I hope you all can't see that. Oh, because Epic Launcher is open. Why the fuck is Epic Launcher open? Get the hell out of here, Epic. Never return. As soon as Hao and I play our DNF session, you are deleted again forever. Oh. Let's try this again. Third time's the charm. It's pronounced notification. Yeah, that's what I said. Notification? Nodders? No, notification is what I want from Epic Games. I don't want a notification from them ever. They're not allowed to send me notifications. I think my roommate just fed Jet. And that's why he got off the desk. That's why he finally stopped trying to be in the middle of the screen. Okay, cool. We jump over this bastard. We get this one to come over this way. And then... Oh, I can't believe I missed that. I can't believe I missed that. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. There was something I had to take care of. Why is there a clip here? You know what? I won't worry about the clip. So anyway, y'all ever go to the bathroom and like find that both rolls of toilet paper that you put in there are gone? It doesn't have anything to do with what just happened to me at all. That's just a curious question, you know? Someone is stealing toilet paper. I don't know who it is, but someone is stealing toilet paper. 2 rolls do not go missing in 2 days. Through natural means. Unless someone is fighting a battle in there that they are not winning. You stole it? How fucking dare you? That almost looked intentional for a moment there. Almost. No, but generally, I got up because, like, I needed to crank the AC up some more. And then I used the restroom and I found that both of the both of the rolls of toilet paper that I put in there were just missing, so I had to go track more toilet paper down. And like, genuinely, there's only three people in this house, 4 people in this house. These are extra, like, you know, extra large rolls of toilet paper. This shit's not like... It's not just naturally disappearing. What in the hell? Why did it move like that? Ah, disco shells. Disco shells. Oh, I thought I was dead there. Have I decided what I plan on using for Dark Souls 2? No. What? Why would I decide that beforehand? No, yump. Yep. Rip. Pressing the switch turns that into that. Wunderbar. No, why would I decide what I was going to use for Dark Souls 2 before we're actually doing it? Does this act as a shortcut back to this level? It does. Cool. So, okay. This is not the level that we need to go to, though. Right? It's this one, right? We need to go left here. I want to say... Oh, wait, no, but we already went left here. But we didn't get a second exit. So it has to be here. I'm going to investigate this for a little bit, and then we're going to swap over to Mega Man 5 and play maybe like an hour-ish of that. Not a whole lot. Right? But I don't want to start next stream not knowing what to do. So that's the plan. It's just figure out like where we need to go, what we need to do. All right, we need to bounce on that, go back to the right, and then spin jump. Bounce on you, do this, do this. There we go. Yep, this is what we need to do. Okay. I'm fine, like... Yeah, I'm fine stopping here now, actually. Like, we figured out what I need to do. So, we're gonna update this bad boy so that we know where it starts next time. Starting time is 9 hours, 17 minutes. A nice, even... Or not even, but like flat number with no, you know, no extra seconds on it. And then we're going to close this, swap over to that transition screen, which is this button, start up Mega Man, and change categories. Mega Man 5.